Fani Willis says to Jim Jordan, "Stop bullying me. It's Black History Month." Girl, bye. Girl, bye. In an angry letter addressed last week to Representative Jim Jordan, she addressed Representative Jim Jordan, who is a Republican from Ohio, and he is the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee that summoned her ass to sit in front of that committee that she has ignored. Disgraced Fulton County DA Willis wailed about congressional committee reportedly bullying her by investigating the affairs of her office. She suggested that he should be celebrating Black History Month instead. Why should this white man be celebrating Black History Month when he is white? He is not Black. He don't got to celebrate Black history. He can acknowledge it. He can respect it. But how you want to ask a white man or a non-Black person to celebrate something that's not part of their culture or their lineage? But see, that's her problem. That's her nasty sister girl attitude, mammy-ish problem. She has a very nasty disposition. Here's the letter. Sir, in closing, let me suggest you review the oath you swore to as a member of Congress. As required, you are by Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution. The oath requires you to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bear true faith and allegiances to that Constitution. You are confused. Do you understand your oath responsibilities and duties? That oath is not to those who commit crimes while abusing their powers by seeking to undermine the very Constitution you were sworn to defend. Rather than honor and uphold the oath you took, you have chosen to expend your time attempting to bully me. The audacity of this hoe. Which is a complete waste of time. Might I suggest that instead of attempting to disrupt this office work protecting the people of Fulton County, that you celebrate Black History Month by visiting children in your district to teach them about the many contributions African Americans have made in this country, including those who have advanced democracy by successfully advocating that this nation live up to its ideas that everyone is equal before the law and everyone has the right to have their own voice heard through exercising their right to vote. That would be a much more productive use of your time. Bitch, I would have been like, excuse me, let's send her ass 5 fucking subpoenas. Can we get the some federal judges to make her show up? She always makes the situation worse for herself. Fani T. Willis. The audacity. You want to sit up here and say to this man, celebrate Black History Month by teaching the kids in your district about the history. That ain't his job. His name ain't Professor or Professor Jordan or Teacher Jordan. His job is doing exactly what he's doing, making sure that people like you who are a district attorney or these politicians aren't corrupt or committing crimes like you are. You are a criminal. That is his job, to put the flashlight up your ass and ask questions to see if you're guilty or not. He's doing his job. You're not doing your job. And I'm tired of these Black politicians using race as content, as a narrative, as being a victim. You are not a victim, ma'am. Mammy. You were not a victim. You had every opportunity handed to you. Yes, you had to work just like everybody else. Nothing was holding you back because there were far more better people that will always be much better than you that came before you, that sacrificed their time, their life, their livelihood, so that you could be in a position that you're in. And you're taking advantage of that position. You're taking advantage of the people that voted you in, and you are taking advantage of the power that you have. You are abusing the power of being a district attorney of Fulton County. You are corrupt. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. The state of Georgia and the feds, the federal government, Congress, is going to find your ass guilty. And you're going to be removed from your position. You're going to be disbarred. And you may be put in jail.
Fani Willis wrote House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan a letter accusing him of bullying her and telling him to instead visit children in his district and celebrate Black History Month. And meanwhile, one anti-Trump IRS contractor allegedly released information on what now appears to be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of taxpayers. But the left is worried about Doge. Anyway, according to the House Judiciary Committee Republicans, new disclosures show that Charles Little John leaked information on more than 405,000 taxpayers, including President Trump. Little John is currently serving a 5-year sentence for the leaks, but the new filings reveal the leak was nearly 6 times larger than previously known. Here with more, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan. All right, I'd like the answer the president gave on targeting. Let's talk about targeting. And you were involved. You were on this program a lot when they lied and peddled the conspiracy theory about the Russia hoax. You were on about Pfizer abuse quite a bit on this program. You were on when they targeted Donald Trump with jacked up charges in New York and a false valuation of Mar-a-Lago and a double standard when it came to top secret classified information. Let's talk about targeting. Are we going to get to the bottom of these issues and who is corrupt?
Yeah, that's why we sent 7 subpoenas to the FBI yesterday to get the answers to the questions the American people have. But you're exactly right, Sean. President Trump was targeted by Jim Comey, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Alvin Bragg, Fani Willis, Jack Smith, and now we learned the IRS. This Charles Littlejohn guy, he went to the IRS as a contractor with a specific goal to get President Trump's tax return and release it to some left-wing media publication, which is what he did. But he also did it for 405,000 other entities, individuals and businesses. And he gets charged with one count. One count is all the Biden, Garland, Justice Department went after this guy for. So, yeah, you're exactly right as well that when they go after Elon Musk, oh, he's going to get access to information he shouldn't. Are you kidding me? Look what they did. Look what this guy did to the president of the United States and 405,000 other Americans.
Didn't we learn that little old Sean Hannity, just a little talk show host that I am, that my personal information was gone through? Didn't they suppress my social media accounts? Didn't thousands of my personal text messages get released? Do I not have privacy as a member of the press? Nobody seemed to care when that happened to me. I don't recall anybody in the state-run legacy media mob defending me. Not that I would expect it.
Well, we've had outstanding requests to her for information we've gotten.
What would you like to know from Fani Willis?
Well, we've had outstanding requests to her for information. We've gotten some. There are people we want to talk to who worked on the Fani Willis investigation. We've deposed Nathan Wade. He came here and said basically didn't answer hardly any of our questions. So we want to do some follow-up. We're committed to getting the answers for the American people on that ridiculous investigation that she undertook, as well as the subpoenas we've sent to Kash Patel to get information on the school board's issue, the memorandum which said pro-life Catholics are extremists in the Richmond FBI field office. We want information on those 26 confidential human sources, 17 of which entered restricted space. None of them were charged. They weren't authorized to go there. 4 went in the Capitol. And 2 of the 4 who went in the Capitol were asked to be here that day by the FBI. I want to know how much were these people paid, how long they worked. Lots of questions that we want to get answers to that we think the American people would like that information. So we're going to work on all that.
Let me go back to weaponization, for example. Those people that were involved in the weaponization of the DOJ, FBI, intel community, the people that did the day-to-day work on issues that they never should have been involved in, what should happen to them?
Well, that's up to the Justice Department. And I'm very confident in Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, who was going to go there as Deputy Attorney General, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, that team that President Trump's put together. I'm confident, and they're going to dig into this stuff just like we are. And if they think someone needs to be prosecuted, someone needs to be looked at, that's the Justice Department's decision. But I trust these individuals. They're the kind of folks we want in these positions who are going to focus on protecting the American people, not going after the American people.
All right. And you know what? Listen. I'm ready to see her sit in front of the Georgia Senate committee because I know they're going to have the cameras rolling. They subpoena her for the second time. A judge denied her request because the judge gave her a deadline in January to submit a rebuttal argument as to why she should not be subpoenaed, and she submitted it, and the judge just denied her, saying that no, your request to not be subpoenaed is denied, so you have to show up. So she's been subpoenaed for the second time by the state of Georgia. She has been subpoenaed, I think, twice by Jim Jordan, the House Judiciary Committee. No show. Miss Sasha LaRue. Why not the same smoke for Trump? Oh, because Trump isn't a criminal. He's not. He didn't break the law. Now, the Democrats and the Biden administration said he did, but they could never find the fucking proof. They said he tried to steal the election and broke but he did. He's not guilty. He didn't do anything wrong. They never found proof. What we did find is the Democrats, the DAs and attorney generals, we found their corruption, their missteps. So all these charges, you could be charged with anything, but he was not found guilty. It was thrown out. It was a witch hunt. And they didn't have valid evidence. So here go Ms. Sasha LaRue again. So it's a president. He is a criminal. No, he's not. So basically, he's not a criminal. He's not. Which is why he's president now. Because if he did all those things that Democrats saying he did, blah, 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 he wouldn't be president. But they couldn't find anything. They could not prove their case. It fell apart. It fell apart. Now, the one thing with the girl Callan or whatever in New York, that's more of a civil suit. It's a civil suit. And that was BS. And that's about to get thrown out. She's never going to see none of that money. It's already in appeals and it's going to be overturned. So please stop. Stop. And Brian, you're right. Why didn't President Biden give Fani Willis a pardon? If he would have gave her a pardon, she wouldn't have to go through all this. She probably just have to deal with the state of Georgia. But he didn't pardon her. Because I would have been like, listen, give me a pardon, guilty or not. If I'm not guilty, I still want a pardon because I don't want anybody just trying to put a flashlight up my ass like we were doing Trump. And I'm innocent. But she's not innocent, though. So why didn't he give her a pardon? So she's up Schitt's Creek. And I'm here for it. And I'm going to continue to report on Fani. Yes.
Dana with the data. Dana with the data.